All right, so in today's video, we're going to be watching a Gold 3 Sigma and Junger Queen. Basically, to summarize this, it's an up and down game. They think they're going to win, then they think they're going to lose, and they want to know how to improve a Sigma and Junger Queen. Well, you know what? I played these tanks a lot, so this will be good. I haven't watched too many Sigma Junger Queen games, so here we go. Let's see how it goes. I'm ready. I don't mind the starting spot up here on the high ground, and we're on low ground. This is fine. Your team's playing close. Careful of playing close to the Ramatra. So far, this is pretty much a normal start to this map. I'm sorry, that rock hit the Ramatra? I didn't think that was gonna hit him. It looked like it was gonna miss by a mile. Yeah, you're gonna get rolled. So, one thing this is why I was like, I was surprised you dropped down from the high ground right away, because the high ground there can be a good value. And then when you see their comp, you can kind of make that decision of like, okay, I'm not gonna push off the high ground, right? Do you get what I'm saying? If you saw their Ramatra comp, you're not gonna drop down immediately, right? Because their Ramatra goes Nemesis form and absolutely rolls you. But if you play that high ground, now you have a really good advantage, but you dropped off the high ground immediately, so that right away, I would stay up on that high ground. Because holding close on this map like that, I talk about it on pretty much every map. There's a reason why you'll see it, like I said, in top 500, the setup will be like falling really far back and playing up on high grounds and stuff, is because if you play close and you're at that choke and you lose too many people there, that's it. That team fight is over. This is not a bad flank. I don't mind this right now. I do want to see you eventually get high ground, but I mean, at the same time, I'm still okay with that. Honestly, I'm still okay with this so far. You can ult this if you want. Otherwise, you're getting rolled. You got to do it like now. Nope, that's it. Oh, yeah. At that point, I think you need to make the decision of just ulting that and use, like, I will sometimes in that situation, I will ult and go take like a high ground or something like that. And in doing so, you get the high ground, you do a bunch of damage to them, you force out lamp, and you might get in the limp. There you got indecisive about what you wanted to do, and now you're getting rolled. And yes, that would have been an optimistic flank. So like, it's okay to use your ultimate? Yep, rock? Yeah, it's on Bingo Friday. You too, Sen. So the cart is gonna be pushed if you don't get near that cart. Oh man, this is a treat. All right, you just hanging out up here? This is all right. Have fun, because the cart is first of all, the fact that they have not pushed that cart in this is what I mean. Nobody wants to push the cart. Like, they would have had cart even sooner than that. So what's the first of all, don't turn around and look at your spawn unless you're behind a box over there. What's your plan so far right now against their team? Like, what is the... I want you to look at their comp again and understand that you as... I gotta pause for a second. Because this is... I'm seeing the same thing happen. When you play Sigma, you keep getting close to the Ramatra. As a Sigma, and when you play Sigma, you are playing Sigma. And you go, well, yeah, obviously. The point I'm making here is you are not playing Reinhardt. You are not playing Ramatra. Stop playing the playstyle of those heroes when you play Sigma. Sigma is a zone out. You take map control in space by playing range. That is where you dominate as Sigma. Can you get aggressive? Yes. If you're in a 5v3 and the Ramatra's there, go be aggressive. That is fine. But the idea of Sigma is that you play distance and you play angles, which you did on second point at the beginning. Remember when you were behind them and flanked all that? You were playing angles. You were playing distance. You got a couple of limbs. I still think you should have ulted that out of there. If you keep playing like you're playing, just because Sigma has a shield, and I've talked about this a ton, just because Sigma has a shield does not mean you play Sigma like Reinhardt. That simple. When you play Sigma like Sigma. You zone out areas. Sometimes in Sigma, you'll give up all of this right here if you're playing against that comp. Because right here, you spam damage and they can't get through the choke. You see what I'm saying? That's how you play the hero. If you try to go and face tank the Ramatra, that's what happens. Don't get me wrong. You'll watch me play Sigma and I'll try to face tank sometimes, right? Like, I absolutely will. And sometimes it's because, like, I have to go make a play. I have to force out an ultimate. I have to get on cart, etc. But a lot of the time, I play range because that's the way to play. And what just happened when you played range there? Or you didn't play range? You got rolled. You got rolled. All right, here we go. Then Ashe in front. Chat, that was certainly a half of Overwatch right there. That was certainly a half of Overwatch right there. But apparently there's a lot of time left. All right, let's see what you do now. Now, I want you to understand something here too, okay? Chat, you've been hearing me talk about this when I play Sigma right now. When you play a rush comp or you have a rush comp type support line, you may also struggle a little bit with this comp. But I want to see what happens before because obviously, like, you know, each rank will play differently. So, like, you know, in top 500, playing rush with Sigma can work. And I will get value with it, but you gotta, like, okay, it also helps when the Ashe pushes in by themselves. Here we go. Yo, never mind. You're fine in this comp. The other team has decided they're gonna run into you one by one. Keep in mind, chat, remember when we were talking about at the beginning how when teams hold close there and you get rolled right away, you pretty much give up the point for free? That's basically what's happening now. There's no way they can recontest this point. There's nothing they can really do. And now you got first point for free without any outbuilding from the other team by playing distance. And that worked in your favor. So, you know what? It worked! Okay, watch out. Oh, yeah. This is fine. I also want to point out how, as of right now, you're playing distance. This is good. Ramattra can't get value on you. Your team gets aggressive. Remember I said that when you get an advantage, you can go in. You see that, though? You see how on attack you're playing distance and it's working? But on defense, you were playing in their face? It goes in your favor when you do that.
The barrier appears.
Yeah, this other team is staggering. I would ult this, by the way, in a second. This is a good ult timing. Not anymore. You're fine now. For now. Now I ult. Ult this. Ult. Just, trust me on this one. Like, I want you to get used to the idea that it's okay to use an ultimate to, like, win a team fight and then build your ult again. I know there's a slight, like, advantage for your team, but you're going to give them too much time to be able to get back in time. It's like, I think you still might win this, but at the same... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brock? But it's because they're ignoring you? Mantra's saving their ultimate, too, for fun. Okay, but just to give you an idea, if you had ulted that window, you wouldn't even had that team fight right there. That would have been it. Now, hindsight can be, well, you got some ultimates out on the other team, and that's fair. That is the hindsight of it, but it's okay to be a little bit more proactive with your ultimate, and chat goes, oh, there we go again with being proactive with ultimates. Here we go. I heard be proactive with ultimates, and I used beat at the media before a team fight even started. That's not what I mean. But I definitely think you could have been a little bit more aggressive with your ult at that point. All right? All right, push cart now. Keep in mind, sometimes you end up pushing the cart. What is that sim doing right now? Also, do me a favor. If a sim TP is in the middle of the open, just kill the sim TP. Don't give him even an opportunity to make a play off of that. Oh, they have a Zen now. That's it. That's certainly a Lucio beat. It's working. They're on the Moira Zen comp now. Play range, please. You're gonna. I was gonna say, oh, the sim turret! You survived all of that to die to a random sim turret on the floor.
The barrier appears. The barrier is weakened.
They're gonna have Zen out, but that's fine. It's okay to get ultimates out here. Like, just so you know, like, sometimes it's okay if you trade ultimates for some ults. And I know that, like, you want to always get, like, 5 in your ult, etc. But, like, to give you an idea, that Sigma ultimate was a lot better than it looks like on the kill feed. Like, the kill feed ain't going to show what that ultimate just did. But it probably wins you the team fight. Because they had to use Zen ult. They can't save Zen ult for retake now, right? They can't wait for a perfect opportunity to use that ultimate to keep their teammates alive. So, like, sometimes some of the best ultimates don't even show up on the kill feed. They really don't. I will... Chat has probably seen me play D.Va enough to know that I will use D.Va ult, not even to get in a limb, but to force them into me for my teammates to get 2 or 3 limbs. Won't show up on the kill feed, but that's what I'm doing. I'm ulting so that they have to run into me, and then they fall over. That ult was good. So that type of stuff is where you can, you know, that's an okay ultimate to me. Like, you're getting value, but now you're on Junger Queen, which this Junger Queen, I will say, I like this pick for what your teammates are running. So this is a much better pick than what you were running on Sigma there. Even though it went well, I like this better for the comp they're running. In my opinion. All right. Nice, good job. Good job using cover. Nice. Well played. That was good. That right there was well played. You said you've never gone to limbs with Zen ult? I mean, yeah, but like that's... I got you. This is what you want to take advantage of, like the numbers you have now, so go get these limbs. Get these limbs 100%. Nice job. If a team is willing to like play aggressive like right there and have to get snowballed, that's the way to play that. This is the next question people will have here is, should you go up on the high ground? I think at this point in the game, because you're not in the overtime spawns yet, that it's worth getting a little bit of map control. Leave like 2 on cart, or maybe even 1 on cart, and then get that map control. At the same time, I understand why it can be a little bit different with how it will work in like different ranks with getting high ground and the importance of high ground, etc. So I'm still okay with this. Go for the Mei. Go for the Mei. You have a free limb, unless they have to use a cooldown to help the Mei. Good target focus. I talk about it all the time. That was great target focus. Don't be afraid to ult this if you want to. I think you're in a good spot now. You're good. Hey, you're good. You don't have to ult this. Oh, you survived that. Now you want to ult. You want to shout? No. No. You're going to hear me go back and forth with this ult call because I'm trying to watch the kill feed. Now you got to ult. Like, right now. That's a good ult. It's okay he didn't get them. Mei was basically forced to have to ice block that to survive it. This is why I still like the idea of ultimates. This is, okay, so the reason why I wanted you to ult a little bit earlier, and just to kind of talk about, like, why, you, I think, win that team fight easily if you ult that early. But the more time you give teammates to come back on their team, it gives them more opportunity to be able to make plays. Don't get me wrong, your team won that, but this goes back to what we were talking about before, where, like, the more proactive you are with your ultimates, the more reactive the other team has to be, and the more likely chance you're going to win that team fight. Also, good usage of the interact system. For people who don't still use that system, the way that works is that when your team captures a point, if you use your interact key, the same key that you would use to basically take like a sim TP, it will teleport you to the further spawn or the back spawn, depending on what team you're on. It works both ways on attack and defense. So use that at this point, unless like you shouldn't be getting staggered too much out of spawns. All right. Also, what the other team is doing is they didn't do that. They already lost 2 to that, and on top of that, they're running in 1 by 1. All right. Ooh, you are out of position. You are out of position. But so is the Bastion, so it works out. Be patient for a second here. I want you to be aggressive. Wait. Not yet, not yet. Okay, now you can be aggressive. That BAP won't get you in time. You're good, you're good, you're good. Use your shout. Communicate to your teammates to stay on the cart. Nice play. I also want to make sure that during that time you're communicating to your teammates that, like, this is a big part of overtime pushes, all right? Communicate to your teammate I need somebody on cart, I am pushing off the point. Now, keep in mind, and I do this sometimes too, when you say to them, stay on the cart, I'm pushing, wait until you get confirmation. Because I will do that sometimes, and I will assume that somebody then will stay on the cart, and then the round's over. Overall, not bad there, though. And that also is... Sometimes people in chat will be like, hey, why do you have a hero selection? Sometimes I base it off what the support line is. And a Moira, Lucio, Junger Queen comp is pretty good for you. Obviously, you maybe like that Lucio Brig comp that can work sometimes, too, but that's a whole different story. You don't see that comp too much in certain ranks. Bunny, thanks for the British friend. Thank you. And Winchester, thanks for the 169 bits. Thanks. And, like, second of all, like... You said you expected it to be comps? Listen, here's my take on that one, okay? Let's say that even and chat will see this happen to me when I have nobody in voice chat. At the very least, you're practicing good communication at that point, right? At the very least, that's what you're practicing. So even if nobody's actually listening to the callouts or doing anything with the callouts, at least you're practicing the comms, right? You know? Good job so far. Yeah, I was going to say you're playing close. This is what I mean about playing close. I like how they just went up there without you. Yeah, everybody's just taking their turns. You're going to go up there without the May. But you see how easily you lose first point in Hollywood if you play that close? Once again, though, I also get it. And I think that, like, as you climb the ranks, you'll see the positioning change a little bit where you play. Also depends. The May comp, you might play a little bit closer, things like that. So that's a Junkrat play for sure. Yeah, that Junkrat certainly went for... Oh, no, never mind. I think you could have killed that Ramacho. They were low HP. Die in the cart. Die in the cart. Just yeah. Go for like some ult charge here. Perfect. Perfect. That's totally fine. You have two options here. You go for a team fight to win this with beat, or you lose this team fight and stack your ultimates for third. I think you can win with just beat, but they do have tires, so I don't know. We're about to find out. Yeah, that's tough. See, this is why I was saying, wait. Yeah, but don't, okay, we need to talk about this. Here's the thing. Even if you get that ultimate right there, what happens? Listen, believe it or not, this isn't even about it being a 5v3. Keep this in mind. I am okay sometimes if you ult in a 5v3, but here's the reason as to why the 5v3 becomes an issue here. Or why you shouldn't use your ultimate on this one. What happens if you get that ult play right now? Especially when your teammates just overused a bunch of ultimates. What happens if you use your ultimate right here and you get all three of them? You've given up an ultimate. Their spawn doors are right here. Now, keep in mind, if it's overtime spawns, right? This is a different story at this point, right? If this is overtime spawns, this is a completely different story at that point. Because then you kill three and they can't touch the cart, or they're on longer spawns, right? But there's 40-something seconds left. This is why I was saying, like, you could try to win that fight with beat, and then if not, you just come back with your ultimates and win. Your Moira ulted, which then got rid of your ult pool, and then you ultimate, which gets rid of your ult pool even more. Anyway, be careful with that. Be careful with that. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Uh-oh. Did your Ashe just clutch that? Oh, really? Oh, no. What? That was... They're gonna get off the point. How does the other team lose this? Like, there's no way the other team should lose this right now. Are they getting off the point? No, the Ashe again! I'm so confused. Oh, Lucio's gonna get beat. Lucio's gonna get beat. The beat time is perfect for you! Oh my, your team clutched this. Your team clutched this. GG's. Nice play. Yeah, that Ashe really did pop off. Oh, that was a good job. Okay, so like, okay, we'll summarize this pretty quickly on this one. Okay, listen, when you play Sigma, please play Sigma like Sigma. Stop playing so close, like you're playing Reinhardt. Zone out the part of the map. That's the first step in that one. Okay. Second of all, you're gonna hear me mention this twice. Be more proactive with your ultimates, both on Junger Queen and Sigma. You were holding your ultimates on and see situations where you're waiting for the perfect ultimate. I want you to be more proactive. Winning the team fight and getting a point is way more important sometimes than just waiting for 5 people in your ultimate. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna enjoy winning that team fight with ease rather than have to win it with everybody ulting. You know, the hindsight of that is, oh, what if you get the other team to ult? They're gonna ult anyway on the next point, and that allows you to build up your ult. Be proactive with your ult. That's pretty much where I'm at with that one. You played fairly well. It's just like, those are improvements you need to make. Also, if you're playing high ground as Sigma on Hollywood on the first point, don't drop off the high ground right away. Stay up there. You would have been fine. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Sub to all 3 YouTubes if you have a lot of awesome videos on there. We record these live on stream. As you can see below, we have the Twitch chat there. Obviously, we've been streaming on multiple places at the same time now, which has been awesome. Obviously, we've been streaming on YouTube also, Twitch, the talk, all of that. So if you want to submit your own spectating video, look in the description below. My Discord's there. Look at the description below. Follow everything, okay? I got to start posting on everything, so follow everything. Whether it's the Twitter, the Instagram, the talk, Twitch, the YouTube, etc. Follow all that. With that being said, hope you all have an amazing day / night.